Thank you. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to the Newton Selectmen's Meeting, Thursday, December 4th, 2025. It is 5:02, and we will start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. I don't see citizens' input.
I don't have any.
Huh?
I don't have any online.
Okay, so we're good. So we're gonna start right with administration, the employee PTO transfer. And that is one of our police officers who was requesting to transfer some time. Officer Adanzio would like to bank some time for medical reasons. Outstanding officer, well-deserving, and
So I authorize Brian Donzio to transfer 36 hours from his PTO bank to his current balance.
motion by Joe, seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That would be unanimous. And next, it is with much regret that we have a resignation of Selectman Joe Aiello to the board. He handed it in Friday. We're sorry to see him leave. The board has discussed where we are so close to the month of March that we are not going to attempt to fill it, and that we will let the voters fill that position in March, which will be a one-year continuum to fulfill his 3-year, and then after that, if somebody does so choose to run again, then it would be for 3 years.
So with that said, I move to accept the resignation of Selectman Joseph Aiello with thanks and gratitude.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
And
Consent agenda.
let's see, we had the tax rate on, bear with me 1 second, but we did not receive the proper information to be able to do so from DRA, so we're gonna neglect that. And then we have a consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda as written.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
And now we're gonna move on to budget presentations. MJ, if you would please,
I think she should just wanted to give a quick announcement.
Yeah. she should-
you wanna do the quick announcement?
Okay, so this is quick. I did, I wrote a book. I really just wanted to let everybody in TV land, thank you, millions of people. We had a very successful last week, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We served over 200 students and their families at the Seacoast Learning Center with the help of the police department, the fire department, emergency management, the Board of Selectmen, the Baptist Church, and it was really successful. Some of the kids said that they had never really had a sit-down meal. So it was really nice. I peeled 1 million potatoes, as did Joe. And we do it every year. For those of you that are interested, if you want to help us next year, it's always the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And again, thank you for everyone who participated.
Thank you, Trish. And much gratitude and appreciation for everybody who helped out. It's always a good time, especially this time of year. All right, with that being said, the batter up. Town clerk and tax collector.
Hey, Tony. I'm back. Okay, where do you want to start? Because,
I guess we can do it this way. How about, the AccuVote contract coding, is that our increased, monthly fees that, or monthly thing that we have to pay on these new voting machines? Like the lease type thing, or?
I'm still trying to figure out how much this is gonna cost us every year.
Okay.
What did I put in last year? Because the AccuVote, what's in here was with the old machines.
Exactly.
And the programming of the cards. I'd like to just do 1 year to see what this 1 year with the 3
Is gonna end
is
up
gonna
at?
end up. Because the state pays a lot for their own state things, but I don't know what we're gonna get stuck with. I know I think it's gonna be less than this, but I'm not sure.
So I'm understanding, we got these machines, we bought them outright
Right.
with the ARPA money.
ARPA money.
So anything that would be listed in this line is pretty much when they have to program it?
They program it, the ballots, and the handicap accessible machine that now needs to be programmed for every town, election. We used to just do it for the state elections. The state is gonna provide us with the computer and the printer and all the hardware, but we are responsible for programming it. We think that's gonna be about $650
Okay.
A machine or total?
for that, just for that programming, that
That one machine?
one thing that sits in the white thing,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
That's just for that.
Okay.
And it looks like the bills that we get for, like, say, for last year, for the ballots, absentee and regular ballots, came out to be about $1,600. That's just on what I ordered. I don't know if they're gonna throw, then there's also a yearly, oh, I don't know what they call it, it's like a yearly license fee, I think they wanna call it. That's about $600. So, 666, and I'm looking, it came out when I was doing it, it was like 24, between 24 and 25, but I don't know if that's what it's gonna be. I'll know more after our election in March. I will get a better handle on how much. And it's very hard to get answers from up north, what this is gonna cost, because they're not too sure either.
And again, as Dan pointed out, this is something that was out of our control.
Oh, yeah,
And that
this
we
is-
have to,
yeah,
so
we
it
have to
will
do
be
this.
automatically
Yeah. This is not,
put
this
into
is
the
not a
budget
maybe, this is a
regardless.
must.
Yep.
Okay.
So, moving on.
Moving on.
Since you want me to ask questions.
Well, you the computer equipment, and it's still $1,500. We're gonna need new computers, Tony and I. The ones I have are horrible. I have so much.
And we'll get there now with
Oh,
the,
yeah, and I'm not- that's why that's there.
yeah, we'll get there for sure. The OHRV registrations so you obviously recoup all that money. This isn't it costs the town money
It doesn't
now.
cost the town the money. What it is that's the money I think I'm gonna bring in. We get a little chunk of it for us, and the rest of it
The
goes
rest of it goes to the
right to the
state.
state.
Sure,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's my guesstimate on this
So you're just
year.
ballparking, because I can see some years it's $6,000, some
some
years
years
it's
it isn't.
$4,000, so.
Where the state has raised all their rates on the OHRVs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So some are doing them, some are not coming back, I don't know.
Okay.
Like what else again, like the hunting and fishing, I don't think that the proposed for 25, for the 1,000, I don't know. That is always different.
I know, same thing, you hit 1,000
Again,
once, you
yeah.
know, so,
It all depends. If I'm not open, they're gonna go buy their license somewhere else.
right, okay.
So I have a question about
Sure.
that. What about the residents that go online and get their licenses? Because they're residents of the town, does the town get anything back? Yeah.
No, that's the direct to the state.
That
I'm
is-
only doing this as a courtesy.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with town revenue. And the reason why I started doing OHIV and hunting, fishing licenses is because I was being paid by fees, and I wanted more fees. So I was getting those fees.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Okay, I
Yeah,
needed more money.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, now the town gets those fees.
Okay. I don't think I have any more questions. Oh, the ballots, they cost us more. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're from 1,500 to 3 grand.
Okay. Yeah, why? 15, 15, 15. I don't like that 3,000. Why is that 3,000? I'm gonna say you can knock that down.
I'm not saying I have
No,
to,
because I'm
but
looking at going, I don't know why I'm asking for
Well,
3,000.
that
That's a
would-
little weird.
That would also require, MJ, if tell me if I'm wrong, it also, like you always talk about, it depends on what year it is and how many elections we have, correct?
Right.
To how many ballots that we need to produce.
I mean, we had, the year we had, what, 4 elections? You
We have
spent
4
18.
elections, but we don't end up paying for the state elections.
Yeah.
We don't pay for their stuff. That's their election. They pay for their ballots, they pay for their programming. But I never know if they're gonna slide something else in there, because they
Right.
change their stuff all the time.
Sure.
And so I think 3,000 is a little high, but I don't know, because I don't,
Well, it's not solid yet, MJ, so if
Yeah.
you want us to adjust it,
Yeah.
just let Paula know and we'll adjust it back down and that's, I'm fine with that.
okay. Yeah, yeah, because I feel that's a little high. You know me, I don't like any more money that I don't need.
Right, I get it.
And all that is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Okay, I think I'm good on the town clerk thing.
They-
Anybody else got anything? Mike? Joe?
I'm good.
All right.
You all
That's
good with the
for
tax
that.
one, or?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Sure.
So is it, is the, the Avatar support, was that like 1 year, we made you pay for half and now we're not making you pay for half anymore? Or do you know?
This
Or is that a Paula question?
actual 2024.
I feel like I remember
This
saying,
34, okay, actual 24. If this came out of my budget, it shouldn't. I do not pay for Avatar support. Avatar support comes out, it's because it's for all building, assessing, that all comes out of one bill and it comes under executive, maybe?
It's, I can't, we'll find, I can't remember,
Yeah,
not looking, but
it's-
it's either finance or executive.
okay, because
yeah.
I remember, this year specifically, I remember Jim O'Mara split it.
Yeah.
He
And-
split it in thirds, I think.
So I have always split it because the town clerk has their avatar section, and then the building has their avatar, and then, assessing. So I had always split it, but right now it's all in one.
And that's fine. We're moving that way anyways by putting IT all under executive, like, it's fine. I was just saying that this sticks out because of the one
Yeah,
time.
I kind of forgot he did that year. I
Well,
forgot
I
he did
remember,
that.
that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
when I saw it, I'm like, that's what
Yeah.
that was, when he
Okay.
pulled it out and put it into each budget.
And we also don't pay that till I just got the bills.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
bill
it's-
comes in
yeah.
at the end of the year, it does.
No, that's all I got on that, I'm good.
There you go.
I had a note. Didn't we have a discrepancy in one of your line items the last time?
The what?
Yeah, the salary,
Was that what it was?
the deputy town clerk salary line item.
Yeah.
That's been corrected?
Yep.
Yep, and I'm
Here it
kind
is,
of,
okay.
if you have questions, I'm kind of let Paula explain that a little bit, because,
No, I just have it noted to, yep, I'm good.
okay,
MJ, what about that dues and subscription?
where we at, in,
So
Town
it
or
was at
tax?
300 and now we've got it down.
well, you know
proposed
what,
for 40.
because, dues and subscriptions, I don't subscribe to anything from for tax collector. The dues are only $40 a year. So what was hanging for years for 300, I don't need 300, I need $40.
Sure.
$40 a year. I think they were sticking in other things for it, training and stuff, but I got a training line.
And taking it out of
Yeah,
that, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, the dues is only $40 a year.
Okay.
I'm good.
You good? You good? Are we gonna combine these, or no?
Anybody else?
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so I had talked to her about making it one
Budget?
town clerk tax collector. Just one, not two separate, you know, have one computer line, have one supply line, have one,
So
know.
I do agree. I guess here's my question. As the town clerk,
Bless you.
you're elected.
Mm-hmm.
As the tax collector,
I'm elected.
it's also an elected. So in theory, could be a time where it's not the same person.
Until the town votes to separate the two positions.
So when you get elected, it's still, it's town clerk and tax collector.
It's
And I'm
always.
fine with putting it together.
It's always.
Yeah.
I thought it was two separate.
And I know in the past, I'm going to say years ago, we were thinking about doing this, and for some reason, it was shot down. I don't know why it was shot down. I don't know if it was DRA, I don't know if it was the board, I don't know. But if it's doable, it's easier.
I'm okay with making
And
it
on
one
the
budget.
on the state forms, it's one.
So let's do it that way
So
then.
I'm good with that. We can do that for next year.
Yeah.
Let's leave it this way for this year. Next year, we'll combine them.
Okay.
And yeah, since it's one position, it doesn't matter who's elected, because it's the same position.
Until we double in size, we
Yeah,
don't need to
because
worry
then there's
about
no
it.
conflict of interest.
Just say I didn't hear you.
I said, until we double in size, I don't think we need to worry about separating the positions. I mean, I know there's projected growth like a hockey stick in this town, but let's not get too excited.
Am I good? Okay.
I'm fine.
Thank you,
Jay.
thank you.
All right, what's next?
You guys ready?
Ready, yeah, go, shoot.
We were born ready.
Everything's under financial administration.
Yep. And I'm not gonna go in order of how it's listed on the agenda, I'm gonna go in order of the report. Because she has them just in a little bit of a different
Yep,
order.
so what are you going with first?
Assessing. Nope, it's all under financial
I
administration.
know, I gotta go find it.
Trying to find F. Okay, I'm good.
Assessing stays the same. Same contract.
Chris isn't changing anything?
Nope, I asked her.
Okay.
Okay, so now executive, we reduced advertising because we don't really use it much.
Understandable.
Avatar, it was in there because of that breakdown, but it's under financial.
Okay.
Consultant fees, I left it, I left it the same. I know the actuals are a little higher, but the beginning of the year, we had some other things that we had in there. Let me see. So IT, the actuals, as you see, I was breaking them out, but for the budget, and we'll get down to it, it's under general government buildings, because it's gonna be for all,
One line.
one line for
IT.
all the buildings, so the actuals are in here, but it's going to be under, I'm moving it.
Good.
Office supplies, I raised because we're combining some of the other little departments' office supplies into one for the town hall.
Makes sense.
So postage looks askew just because I haven't printed the report yet from the postage meter to break it out. But
Right, to pull it from each department that
Correct.
uses it,
Yep.
sure.
salaries went up, but under financial administration, salaries went down because of my combined position. So, and then town report went up just because of actual costs. And that's really it. So it looks like it went way up, but when we get to the next section, that went down. It's the salary. It's just moved around. Do you have questions on that?
Nope.
No? Okay. Financial administration, audit, I left at about the same as last year. Avatar, that's for all Avatar. And the price just went up a little bit. Let's see. The payroll services, though, that's really what it costs. That's the ADP fee. And then as you see, salary went down. And then the treasurers stayed the same. The website that's the new must contract that we had to do, because they're charging us. And that's really it for that. General government buildings. The dumpsters. I cut the column off. We have 4 dumpsters that we get. 1 dumpster is only for 6 months. I don't know if Greenie seems to be all year.
No, it's just the same as the
Shouldn't be.
beach.
Okay, so.
Take it
Go
out.
through October.
Okay, I have the app, it's the right numbers,
Yeah,
it's just, so this number is for all the dumpsters, but if you would like me to take Greenie and the beach out of this line and put it to rec, I can.
I would rather.
I do that, that
Okay,
way we have
so
an actual.
So this number will go down, but
And theirs will
it'll
go
just
up.
be moved to rec.
Because you
Yep.
already did it with the porta potties, right?
Yes.
So I would do the same thing with those. That way you have a clearer picture of what
Yep.
rec is.
So I'll do that, so that'll just change a bit. Electricity is electricity, we never know, and I'm still kind of playing with that, trying to make sure we're 100%, but,
One of,
but,
you and I will talk offline, but do we know if this town has ever done a bill audit on our electricity?
An audit?
A bill audit, it's called a bill audit.
I doubt it.
We'll talk
I'm gonna
offline.
say no, Mike, only because I have poured over these bills.
Yeah.
Me and Robin were looking for stuff when I was here by myself.
Yep,
Because we were looking for things, and no one's done a bill audit. So I know what you're talking about, and I'm confident there's stuff there that,
yep, that, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so,
and the actual's high, but that's because this is showing all of the electricity. I haven't broken out, the way it was set up in the accounting software is all the electricity goes to this account. I have to manually break out the street lighting. That's a whole different budget line.
yep,
So the actual is gonna go down from here because.
and your
it's
street
in the
lighting
wrong
should be at a
place.
cheaper cost. You need to make sure that's at a cheaper cost.
Yeah,
It is, but
It
the
is.
street lighting's like 20 grand,
yeah, that's like
A year?
15 grand and then there's 2 flashers.
so it's
that we
showing
can
like
run.
53,
Yeah.
and we're not there.
It's
That's
not
the
really
right price.
53 for all our electricity, some
Wait
of
a
that
minute.
is going to
Wait a
street
minute, wait a
lighting.
minute. What do we have for streetlights in this town?
Not many.
No,
We got enough.
There's way more than you think.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's, yeah, because I have the list. I think I gave it,
And it's one bill, and
She
on the
might have
bill,
the
it
list.
doesn't break it
No,
out, it's
it's-
just street lighting.
I hope everybody's okay over there.
Sorry.
All right, we'll take it offline, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
took an act of Congress for me to get this list. And I think Robin has it, or I have it somewhere, or it was in my office. Now I don't know where it is, but there was a list. I might be able to find it in an email, because I made him email it to me, so I might be able to locate it that way. But there's more than I thought. But I think when I was talking to one of the police officers, he makes a list of which ones are out. And so we need to call with his list and see if we can get them repaired, because they won't come out and just repair them. You know what I mean?
You have to tell them.
They
well,
don't.
they're not gonna know if they're out until you tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think I could talk to Rob, but I think somebody's got a list of which ones are out.
Artie was in the one.
Artie
Yeah.
is the one that was keeping track.
okay.
So, but we can take care of all that stuff.
So the actual for that line item will go down, and it'll be more,
Yep,
you know,
and do we categorize that, like, so you get the bill, it's just paid, or is it like, we know how much, we know our costs at the fire station versus the police station versus,
I'm starting to do spreadsheets, so I always had electricity broken out by department.
Yeah.
In their budget. Here, it's one, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I have bills for each one, so I've been starting to do Excel spreadsheets for, various little things like this, that I can break out each department, what it is.
so that we're not tracking a spreadsheet, is it,
When
Is
the
it-
bills come, we can put them to the right department.
well, what I was gonna say is, can you code it so it's in the system, so it's not relying on a spreadsheet?
It would go under the, like, if it's for the fire department, it would go under the fire's budget. That's the only way to do it in the system.
Okay.
Right, so I guess, like,
I'm just trying to line systematically so that these guys spit it out at the end of a year, and here's what you actually spent, if we can systematically do that.
and
that's what we need to do.
can, but we kind of reversed it with, we did it in reverse with the IT con stuff, right? So we took all the IT and put it
lumped
into
it
one
together.
line under this.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean.
I'm just trying to help department heads, so when they go to budget, you can spit something out of a system, accounts payable system that says, here's what you spent all.
And I agree.
It's more of a trend analysis that,
Yeah.
that we're doing.
Yeah, but it would be, if I'm running my
It
department,
would be beneficial. I
yes,
know what you're saying.
there's benefits to understanding your P and L. Okay, all right, sorry, took us down a rabbit hole.
So we can definitely break that out if you
Yep.
guys want. The grounds, I mean, I left it the same, as the default, but as what was passed. But we never know, like, if we need extra work done, you know, so, I don't know.
What do you mean by extra work?
I guess, yeah, I have.
Depends upon
We
the
have
weather. and-
contracts with them.
Is it just, it's just that one?
So grounds maintenance in the summer, I believe, is the contract that we have.
Yes.
Right.
And the reason why it's over, I'm guessing, is the stuff we did in front of the town hall and not the stuff we did on the baseball fields. That would have been separate,
That would have been, yeah,
not this line item, I guess is what I mean.
yeah, and I can double check the currents just to make sure it was broken
But
out.
why it's over that much, it seems like I would almost need a breakdown of that. I'm sure you have it, like I know you do. I would have to look at it to see if everything that went to that was supposed to go to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and looking back at other years, the actuals were way higher, so I don't know if we really, should we raise it? I don't know.
So, thank you. I would tell you to raise it, because I don't know anywhere where labor is going down.
Right.
And that type of, that's going up. So we should, in theory, and I'm not opposed to raising it 10 to 15%, because I see the costs going on right now out there. If it gets voted, you're gonna have to spend it anyways if it gets voted down in the
Right.
budget gets default again, we're
Right,
But
gonna
it
have to
has
do
to go up
something.
anyways because of the contract.
right.
So we have to look at, Robin's got the contract, we'll have to look at it, see what it's going up, and put that in the default for the grounds maintenance, because that's definitely in the contract. for
Yeah.
increase.
Yeah.
In that winter one, did we,
that might be stuff from the beginning of the year that
Right.
got misclassified and should have been, I don't know, because I wasn't fully here.
Understood.
So
Yeah, we might have to break that out.
I
and
don't
look
know
at
why
it.
the actual is so high. I don't know if some of it should have been highway, you know, like,
We'll break it
but-
out. We'll look at what bills were entered there and
I'll
see
look,
what
that's
we can
just
do.
me trying to, I have to still reclassify things, but I left the budget the same, and normally it's fine. Internet, that's just the regular Comcast. IT that's for the whole town's IT. Oil, I did based on, we had just signed the contract when, in August, something like that. So that's, it,
That's the number.
that's
Doesn't
the new
matter.
number.
That's the number.
Yeah.
Yep.
Repairs and maintenance, I went up because we have a great, maintenance guy now, and he's been doing more things, and, salaries, security systems, and that's it.
Okay.
So, again, that went up, but that's because we put all of IT in here,
Right.
where it never was there before.
But it should be reflected in other budgets coming out.
It was,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
It
It was. The IT was completely zeroed out on some of them.
Yeah, so,
I forget, is it, if it's zeroed out, they can't put it back in a, or is it at
Normally.
our, is it because it's here as a dollar and we can transfer it later?
We would,
Decide to separate it back out
we
again?
wouldn't be in that position with this certain thing, because it's one contract, right?
Okay.
So it's not like if I was to zero out the line for them to buy pens, and they can't buy pens. This is different. This is an entire town contract that we signed.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter
Right.
where it is.
I just
You
don't
know
want
what
to
I mean?
pigeonhole it.
Right.
Yeah, I just didn't want to pigeonhole this, that's all.
And I get it, but
No,
yeah.
you can add as many line items under, let's say, fire as we want. It's just, as long as what was approved, the bottom line for, I'm using fire, so it's something separate, is $600,000, right?
Yeah,
You could have 100 line items with different amounts all in there, but you can't change that 600.
okay.
Health officer is office, so this is me asking a question. The payroll, just because of the way the system and at the end of the year, it gets moved out, because the payroll line, there's no payroll line to book to another account. But that comes out of the inspector's fee account.
That
Is
one does as
correct?
well. I
Yes,
don't-
that's what I'm asking. It does, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So then, next year, we'll have to transfer, add that into our transfer
Correct.
number.
Yep.
That's fine.
So that payroll will go away once I do a reclassification. Insurance, these are actual amounts that we have to pay.
So, quick question about that. So do we need to show, though, the line so that we know what we need to withdraw out of that account to put in there?
We technically should, because you're supposed to appropriate, raise and appropriate what you're spending.
Right.
But it's coming out of a revolving fund, but it's the same as the building.
Is you still have to raise and
You have to
appropriate,
still raise it.
and then you
Right.
just transfer it. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not.
Right, but
it's-
that's what...
It's a wash.
Yeah, I get that, but my question is so that we know what the amount is if we have that line item to be posting it as we pay him, because he's getting paid on a
A fee basis.
Fee base.
fee basis as he goes, right?
Right.
So it's nothing that's set in stone.
We never
It's
know.
not set in stone. We don't know what it's gonna be, but you can't budget for revenue ever.
Right.
So you have to act like we were never gonna get paid.
Right, you have to budget it without knowing what you get.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. So, and then insurance, those are the actual, those are what they are. Legal, I raised it, even though we haven't spent it, but I know that there's some things coming up, so I want to
Yep.
make sure we're covered. Personnel administration, that went up, that was more of calculating actuals, based on payroll and what we have to, and we have to pay these things. Pest control, the general pest control went up because the fees went up. His fees went up. And are you guys okay with all that? I don't wanna go too far ahead.
I'm good with it.
Okay. Planning board, really kind of stayed the same except for the salary. And then,
This advertising, the planning board overspent, was that like for newspaper stuff? Like what?
So the planning board doesn't have to do newspaper stuff anymore, and we put the onus, anyways, that gets charged to the applicant, pays that, and it comes out of their NEPA account.
so this could be again the beginning of the year
Sure.
and it wasn't classified, so I'm still like going back, looking at that stuff and making sure
I believe
that
it.
it's right.
Okay.
And then solid waste, okay, so most things really didn't change. Payroll went up, but that is, the budget for payroll went up.
Oh, a quick thing while we're on planning board, just an FYI while we're going over it. So there's gonna be some money, that's gonna be left over from the circuit rider, and we were talking about this. So in years past, sometimes what we've done is we've, taken the money that we still had in the account and got, her department to bill us to be able to pay in advance on that. However, we have some work that needs to be done as far as town business goes. So Jen is gonna put together a contract so that, and be able to bill, so that we'll be able to take that money that's left
So we
over.
can encumber
from-
it?
Right.
Okay.
In that line, encumber it, and then pay for that in advance. So
Okay.
that way there, we won't have to plan for that next year.
Okay. So salaries are just, salaries are what they are. We have a full, it's fully
The transfer station is
over
fully
there.
staffed.
Yep,
So, I'll touch on this, guys. So the reason why you see this big discrepancy right now in the salary is because Paul is the first person that has a background in finance that's been in our finance department and spent some time there, and it has never been right in the past 3 years.
3 years plus, right?
Probably longer than that.
So when you take, because she showed me the spreadsheet, all the employees and what they make, and you do the math and it comes out to X, that number is way over what we had budgeted to before. And it's like, we didn't do anything crazy. Because at first, when I saw the number, I said, did you forget to take Pete's salary out of there? You just add another one in? And she goes, no. So then I looked at it, and yeah, it was not right. It did not account for all the employees and how much they were making. And she went with actuals, right off of ADP, not even just like ballparking the hours and stuff like that. That was the actual number.
No, you should use actuals.
Right. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
for hours, like I looked at what their hours were.
So, as wild as it is, that's the number.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well,
And then everything else is the same, and then down at, when it starts disposal and the remaining ones there, that is, those went up because of our annual contract.
Yep.
The fees go up each year. So these are the numbers for
Collectible,
2026. And that contract expires at the end of '26, so we're gonna have to renew that.
And we're gonna put it out for bid.
Yep.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but
okay, then don't.
those actuals are pretty close to what I figured the numbers to be.
Roughly how many streetlights do you have? Because I see this line item, it's killing me. How many do you think we have in here?
Robin, do you remember how many it showed, how many streetlights it was?
I mean, are we talking 20, 40?
I think it was 20. I think it was close to 20, maybe
The
25.
bill for streetlights is 15,000, Bob?
Yeah, but it's,
Remember, you and I just did it
but it's like
downstairs?
$1,200 or something like
Yeah,
that, or
it's like
11.
1,300 a month, something like that. And then there's 2 flashers that are a couple hundred a month, so that's where the 20 comes.
There's only one now.
Yeah,
There should only be one flash.
$1,000 a year for a streetlight.
Yeah, I think we need to cut some of those streetlights out.
$1,000 a month.
I think we need to cut some out.
Streetlights.
But if you have 20, it's $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 15,000, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should-
I'm just saying that to me is coming across either A, those are really bad streetlights and old technology, or something, like somebody,
So,
the old
they have a
technology.
set fee, because I had 2 streetlights
Yeah.
in my house that I paid for. It's a set fee.
Yeah,
The electricity side is like this much,
yeah.
and then they charge you a set fee. I think my set fee was like $35 to $40 a light, and I'm a resident, residential.
is that for the T&D side of it? In maintenance?
Yeah.
And I will say my other town that I came from was high.
So, you know they're gonna charge the town for more, period. And from what I understand, Tricia may be able to speak on this, but there was a point where they started shutting them off, the selectmen decided.
Several
to
years
start-
ago, they decided to cut probably about 75% of the streetlights down to save money.
And the residents hated it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but it went away real fast.
I wasn't looking to cut, I'm not looking to cut streetlights.
No, almost roll that into your audit that we'll do. Maybe we can get somebody from Unitil.
Well, I was gonna say, you have a representative from Unitil that, okay, we should talk to.
And also, we had, so there's, not for streetlights, it doesn't, there's no, provider fee or whatever.
No.
But for the regular electric, we had, no, not Consolid, it's another,
Constellation Energy for your,
Constellation.
yeah, they're,
they're gone now. Well, they're going to be gone.
is that contract coming up?
Yes. They're not,
So they're not gonna provide what they call, an aggregation to the towns? Okay, okay.
so we're gonna have to do that to,
Another third party,
yeah,
yeah.
to reduce, but right now Unitil is cheaper than some of those.
Correct.
Oh, it depends, yeah.
Yeah.
And has Unitil come out with their winter rates yet? I haven't checked.
I haven't gotten any, I
think they
usually get
have.
the
I think
emails,
they have.
Okay.
but,
It's fine for the next like 2 or 3 months and then it
yeah.
goes right up.
Yep, okay, okay. Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
I agree, I like that. Because when I first got the bill, it said streetlights,
That's all it says.
$1,200. Yeah. That's it, Mike.
Oh, yeah, they don't put a lot of effort in
So I'm
those.
like, what am I paying for?
Yep.
And no one could answer me.
Yeah.
You have the right to talk to a representative, ask for the representative, and you want a breakdown.
I'd almost want one to come in, Mike, so we can talk to him.
And are we paying for some of those on a state road?
Because
Anything on the
That is true.
state road, we should not be paying for.
I know someone over there that does
we
that
know
stuff,
that, or
but
do we don't know
it
that?
might not be his department, but.
100% are paying for ones that are on state roads. 'Cause-
I didn't think we were supposed,
So what happened
Make
was,
that part of
here,
it.
here comes a good backstory.
that was started it. Was like, okay, I'm paying, X amount of, or the town's paying X amount of dollars for streetlights. I said, well, I know there's streetlights on 108. I know there's streetlights on Whittier or Crane Crossing, whichever part's the state
Yep.
road, right? So I'm like, why am I doing that? Call the state. They laughed at me. They said that you will never get a state to pay for a streetlight. They won't do it. Will not do it. Won't take it over. You can't even talk to somebody about it.
Then why are we doing it then?
Well, it's that or we shut the light off.
Yeah.
We can shut the light off.
All the lights on 108, the street lights.
Right, we can shut the lights off, but they will not take it over. 100% will not take it over. And as evidenced by us asking for a little lighted stop sign at a four-way stop where they told us to go pound sand, they're gonna do the same thing with the streetlights.
All right.
Right.
All right, let's set up a
Yeah,
conversation.
let's
Yep.
Table this discussion,
Yep.
but we'll,
But we'll have that with Unitil directly.
Yeah, and I'm starting again to start trend analysis more on that stuff, so trying to figure out. And then the rest is really our bonds and our leases. So it's just the actuals from the amortization schedule,
Oh, yeah, okay.
so,
okay.
Okay.
yep. That's that. And then the default budget. So that is,
just load it up.
Mike, that's separate.
It's up here.
It didn't go in the
Yeah.
book, I printed it late. So it's the default budget that passed, plus warrant articles that are supposed to go into the budget. So then I reduced or added things that we needed to add. So, it's mostly payroll to make it to where it was supposed to be, because again, things weren't done properly. And then things that are contracted that had to, like the AccuVote fee difference, the ballots. I put your Seabrook into the default because we have to do it. And again, it was never done properly on the books. We had never, even though we get completely 100% reimbursed, you still have to have it in the budget, but it never was.
Right.
So, it's in there now.
Okay.
Let's see. The only other major thing I changed was under fire, I took out 100% the ambulance because we don't have that anymore at all.
Yeah.
So I reduced that. And
All the personnel stuff is all the increased stuff, right?
yeah, all the payroll stuff.
Just
Yep.
making sure.
Yep. Yes, the personnel, yes, because that, we have to pay it, so it matches.
That's I was
Yep.
just double checking,
Yep.
that's all.
And then for general government building, the dumpsters, it's per contract, so I made that up. But
Yep.
that'll get changed a little because I'm gonna be moving dumpsters around.
Right.
And then again, I added the 95,000 for RIT, even though it was already there, it was just in different places, so.
It's zeroed out in other places.
Yep.
Okay.
That's really it. The insurance, we have to pay that, that's we have to, so that
Yep.
got to the actuals. I took out the comfort dog because we don't pay for that anymore.
Right.
For police, I added to the IT because their IT was that program they had.
It's on a contract,
and
exactly.
that's mandatory, they have no choice. I took out the vehicle lease because it's paid.
Yep.
And then, as you see in rec, I increased things, but that's because I took it out of other places, like the chemical toilets, the beach, I moved things
Right.
around. And then the same with solid waste, it increased based on the contract.
And I'm sure that's going to increase quite a bit.
When we renew, yeah. So, there we go. It's off by, it's a difference of like 376.
I didn't ask the police chief this, but how's he on vehicles right now?
He's buying, so I can answer for you.
Yeah.
If you want me to.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy one this year, is off money, and have it completely outfitted.
Okay.
We had talked briefly about not putting it on the ballot this year, to put money into that fund, to build up for next year, just this year,
Yeah.
trying to make sure that the budget passes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Less
No,
stuff
I
on
get
there.
it. Yeah.
It's whatever the board wants to do, or whatever he wants to do. We just.
But you're saying the money's there, so he's got,
It's 100% good
Okay.
to buy a new vehicle this
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
He already plans on it, like, we're good.
okay.
Yeah.
But we had just talked about maybe pausing it for 1 year so we can try to get a budget passed. You know
And
what I
not have
mean?
as many warrant articles.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We can talk about that when we do warrant articles, but yes, he is all set, fully outfitted, ready to go, ready to buy one. I think he said he's gonna order it in like the beginning of the year.
So is he looking at SUV, car, truck?
I'm pretty sure he's looking at the Tahoe, which is what.
Yeah, I think he said SUV, yeah.
What he's going to, so.
Oh, for regular police vehicles? Yeah, so the next thing is we have to discuss, warrant articles, any warrant articles we're doing. And well, I wanna review the whole thing as a whole.
Well, we haven't even accepted a single part of this, so.
So that's why next meeting, that's when we do all that and,
We'll be going through each department, accepting their, motioning to accept their budgets.
yeah.
as they are, after we're done doing.
That's
whatever
next
else we're gonna do.
Tuesday? Monday?
And
What is
as
it?
far as the warrant articles go, just
No, I
FYI,
think
the
we should-
planning board's gonna have two because of the new law that went into effect for
ADUs.
the ADUs.
Yep.
And then there was another one about building on commercial properties and whatever, which really doesn't affect Newton per se. And just so the town knows, what happened was Jen went through and all the writing that was in that we had set in place for our zoning law, she had to take out according to the way the new law is written. She put in what the new law states. And so whether it passes or not, the town votes for them, yes or no, we still have to abide by the new law. So this is just basically a formality that when the townspeople see those two for the planning board on the ballot, a simple yes would make life a lot easier to put it through.
Is it a law right now that you can put residential housing in an empty, vacant building, commercial building? Pretty sure it's getting close, or it is.
It's getting close, but not yet.
So
You
what,
heard me.
a vacant,
Vacant commercial building can be converted into residential housing.
condo style?
Yep,
Yeah, I think, yeah, I've heard that.
yeah.
They're talking about it, but I do not believe that it's been made law yet.
And I think that's another thing that's gonna, for lack of a better use of words, gonna get shoved down our throats. We're not gonna have any choice on it, just like.
You're not,
ADUs.
because
don't have
the
any
units
vacant
on the market
commercial
right now are
buildings.
so shallow in this area.
Yeah.
This part of the country, I mean, New England's tough. Yet there's parts of Florida, like, you're getting at 200,000 less than what it was 4 years ago.
Yeah,
So this market's just tough.
and I agree.
Do we know, on the planning board, do we know how many units have been built in this town over the last year? Additional units,
Housing?
housing?
Off the top of my head, I can tell you there's 3 developments, right? 1, 2, 3, that are under construction right now that
Is the
have
one in New
7
Boston and us? Is that on our
7 new
side?
houses.
Okay.
Yeah. The one, New Boston Road, the one down North 108.
Yep.
The other one down with the property that we sold on
Oh, no.
Thornell. And then we've had a couple of other houses, one that's supposed to be going up, Mr. McKenzie from McKenzie Oil.
I thought the 108 one got shut down because it was all wet.
No, he got,
He redrew, he went in and redid the
Yeah,
whole
you
thing.
gotta redo something, I remember that.
for the driveway going
Oh,
in
we're
to
just
get
not
the
gonna
permission.
Take over the road.
Yes,
That's gonna be
exactly,
them problems,
right,
not
because
us.
it won't meet our expectations.
So are housing units deemed new when they actually get an occupancy permit?
What's that?
Are they deemed new to the town when they actually get an occupancy permit?
Yeah, and then that's when the town gets to receive the taxes on it.
So we don't have, a lot of those are not on the books yet, the ones you just described.
No.
There's one, I know
Not yet,
Norman only
no.
has one.
They're all in the process of
Right.
being built, and then there's been a handful of others that have been built, because you got the other one on 108, the gentleman just put in, just up the street from the store on the right, and then there's been a couple others. So we have been putting a lot of housing units up in this town.
Okay. Yeah, any additional, permits being put in for additional commercial?
ADUs or commercial?
Commercial side?
So we, 125 Development has been putting his buildings up in place. According to the permit that he got from the road before it has to go back up per review to make sure that it's not exceeding what they anticipated the traffic pattern to be. He's got one building up, he's poured the foundation for the smaller building, half of the foundation for the bigger one to stay in compliance, so those are up. He's looking to, it's a 40-unit, what do you call it, housing?
Work housing?
Workforce housing,
Yeah.
up in the back part of there. So there's some more housing that's gonna go in up there. So yeah, he's got significant work going on in there that'll be put into play.
Yeah. Yeah, we just have to become a more attractive town that people want to come to. Okay. We got to increase, I mean, that's the only way we can increase our intake and lower the taxes on the
Well,
people.
and we've been trying to do that with the planning board, but setting tight restrictions as far as, like, we just went over the watersheds. We combined the watersheds with the aquifers to be able to protect them more in place, because there's a huge one that's in 125 development.
Right,
So the
right.
planning board we're trying to make sure that we're open for the business, but yet we're gonna make sure what businesses go in there
Yeah.
are suitable so that we're not going to affect our groundwater.
Understood,
Yeah,
understood.
and then, in some other areas, so.
Okay.
You guys all know that most likely 90% that warrant article to purchase the land next to the fire department is gonna go again.
Yeah,
We're gonna put that on again. So with that, we have to have, we're gonna do it right this time, we're gonna have a public hearing, the first meeting in January, which is January 6th, 2026. It's the public meeting for, in accordance with RSA 32.5, it's for long-term borrowing. So we gotta do that before, it's, the window is minimum of 15, maximum of 60 days before deliberative. So we should, if we get snowed out that day, we have enough time to have another one if we have to.
understood.
So,
Are we also looking, I know the road agent was up, are we looking for, did he say he's not gonna put it back on to try to get the money for the roads? Remember like we did last year trying to,
The road bond?
he's not gonna bond, no, he's not gonna do the bond, but I think we are gonna do the 200,000 that we did in previous years, just to, cause it helps us get so much more done.
no, I know.
Been able to make some significant
And it's really
advances.
easy when people are like, my roads, and be like, we put it separate on a warrant article. It got voted yes, so we did this, or it got voted down, so we weren't able to do as much as we did, you know? It's-
Yeah.
So I think, I like it that we decided to do that, because it's easy to explain to people, like, listen, we separated it out, we gave you the chance. You want your roads fixed, this is what it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
In reality, it's, 10 times that amount, but at least we can get more done with what we're given,
And in foresight too, that putting the town in that type of liability to where we would have that huge financial nut that would be hanging over us if we get this property that we're able to hopefully at some point expand, move town hall, the library, and get some newer facilities for the town because of the way we are expanding, that we won't have that huge burden and we would be able to be more open to the financing of that
Okay.
instead.
So we don't have a meeting next week, but I think we should because we pushed from the snow, the meeting that we were going to have tonight, to do that, go over the whole budget and approve each. So next week do you guys want?
Pick a day.
I'm not available next week, Wednesday.
I fly Thursday, I don't come back till the following.
Do you guys want to
Tuesday
do
night.
Monday? I know it's rec meeting, but we could either do it downstairs or up here and rec can use you know what I mean? If we're not done by the time of the rec meeting.
What time's rec?
rec?
That means at 6 o'clock.
Oh,
You might have to meet early anyways to sign the tax rate if it's.
yeah, hopefully, so I called DRA, she didn't answer, so I emailed her, to see because we've sent everything in. So now the next step is she has to call me, go over the revenue numbers I put, and adjust them. And then, once that's done, and this all happens in one day usually, her supervisor reviews it, and then they send out, I get an alert that we can set the tax rate.
Okay.
We do not have a rec meeting next week.
What?
We don't have a rec meeting next week. We had one this week, so it'll be the week after.
So there is no rec meeting.
Okay.
So that's good.
First and
So,
third.
do you guys want to do it Monday?
Monday's
You guys
fine,
good
yeah.
Monday, or,
Monday's fine.
okay.
Hold, please.
Because the next meeting's not till the 16th, so,
I'll post the agenda for that.
I mean, well,
Yeah, I can do Monday night.
I don't know what the need is to have another meeting, since we can play with this budget all the way up until deliberative, which is January 31st or something like that. So I'm
Yeah,
just
it's true.
throwing this out there, like, we don't, there's not like this urgent, we're not like behind the eight, we kind of a little bit, but not that bad, where
yeah.
we've seen all the budgets,
Yep,
everybody has them, we've asked a lot of questions,
we know what changes
so
we needed to make.
But we need the meeting for the tax rate though, right?
that's different, we
That's
can't even
different.
set that.
That's
That can
gonna
be an
be-
emergency meeting.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call you and say, you need to come in today, and we're setting it.
Right. So I don't see the need for this to have another meeting.
Okay.
Just because,
Yeah, I'm fine.
and we can adjust this thing all the way up in a meeting.
Yep.
All the way up until deliberative. We can adjust it at deliberative.
What's the rule on emergency meetings? How much notice?
24 hours.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, regular, so emergency is what?
There's no notice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought there was oh, no.
Sunday afternoon if you
Emergency
want.
meeting, and as long as we have a quorum, we're good to go, rock
I
and
mean,
roll.
I'm just gonna double check that setting tax rate would be considered an emergency meeting.
I think we did it last year. We had
Okay.
an emergency meeting.
Okay.
Didn't we?
Came in on a Saturday or Sunday or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you smiling?
Maybe.
He's smirking.
All right,
Okay, so
motion
that's
to adjourn.
good.
Hold on, action items, old business, announcements. All the tags for Town Hall Giving Tree are gone. Please have the presents wrapped, due back to Town Hall by the morning of December 15th. And thank you all who have contributed and taken to make somebody's day on Christmas a very brighter and joyous day. We truly do appreciate that. Toys for Tots will be held at Newton Fire Station, December 13th, 11 to 2 p.m. Please bring an unwrapped toy and enjoy the many festivities. We hope to see a lot of you there.
That's not
Anything
this
else?
weekend? It's the 13th?
The 13th Saturday, next weekend.
I'll be traveling.
What's next weekend?
Toys
Toys for
for Tots.
Tots.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Okay.
We good?
I'm good.
Motion to adjourn.
Second, third.
Bye, everybody.
Aye.